Hello there, and welcome to the finale of Yggdra Union. I have been abstaining from playing that cutscene up until now, because that is the intro cutscene of the game, and like every anime opening, is absolutely chock full of spoilers. Still, it does set the mood for the last episode, doesn't it? With that said, let's head on to defeat Nessiah.
The war strategist for New Bronchia left the world by his own hand at Machina Bridge, only to reappear in the ruined land of Lost Ares. This was the man who emerged as the master of Killia's soul, directing her to attack Yggdra, who is still weary from the war against Volcasa. His name was Nessiah, the fallen angel. The former heavenly host had vowed revenge upon the gods, waiting patiently in the great temple. After liberating Killia's soul, the royal army clashed with Nessiah to prevent a war against the gods.
The Great Temple, battlefield number 47.
Finished already? Good timing. I'm finished here, too. I don't see the girl, so I'll assume she's dead. Again.
But why you? Don't think you're gonna get away with this.
Eleanor!
Any moment now, we'll pass through Heaven's Gate, after which, naturally, we'll be in Asgard. I've waited so long for this moment, what seemed like an eternity.
For revenge against the gods?
Ah, did the girl tell you? She was not mistaken. Deep within this island lies my true body. I was sealed by the gods, abhorred as a fallen angel. They wrapped me in the chains of conviction. To sever those chains, I require the holy sword. It has grown very powerful. You did a good job of raising it. I have the royal family to thank for that.
Raise? What do you mean?
You still think that justice lies with the holy sword? Foolish girl. I was the one who gave that sword to the royal family.
What?
This blade has taken many lives in the name of justice. All the rage, hatred, and suffering born from war. The Holy Sword has absorbed it all through the years. I couldn't always count on chaotic times, of course. There were several irritating kings who promoted peace. But it was never hard to spark new conflicts each time.
Then all the wars throughout history were your doing?
I've become quite a conductor. Everything went so smoothly. That girl's death has charged the last of the sword's power.
You put Killier and us through this? Just for that?
Just? I've spent my life working for this. Hundreds of years. I suppose I shouldn't expect humans to understand that. Anyway, as I said, I am that sword's rightful owner. It's time you gave me back the Grand Centurio.
If I say no,
You're a brave one, Queen. But I didn't put in all this effort to stop now. The Holy Sword is the last vital element of my plan.
in that case, I refuse.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I have a responsibility to the people of the world. What you have done, what you plan to do, it runs counter to those responsibilities. As sovereign, I have a duty to stop you.
I thought this might happen. So be it, foolish humans. Go, Astarte, my warriors of Hades! Keep them occupied!
You will return this island to its place beneath the sea.
It doesn't belong there, but rather in Asgard. Through the Holy Sword, I have heard the cries of humans. All that hatred and suffering has sustained me this long. Thus nourished, my vengeance can finally begin. I'll ask again, Yggdra. Give me the Holy Sword.
Defeat the fallen angel Nessiah. I'll always call him Nessiah. If you might remember from way back in the game, I believe it was map 17, could be wrong. Either way, Nessiah is nothing more than a book user, which is a bad staff user. So he's weak to bows. However, normally I only bring Elena for this map, hence why I use the Forbidden Fruit on her, so that she can have these very strong stats in order to handle him, and Gulkasa. That's why she is one of the best units in the game. One item and she can handle all your troublesome bosses. The other unit is Cruz. Normally he's significantly weaker, so I will never even consider bringing him, despite having weapon advantage. But I believe things will be different this time. The last unit you want to bring is Nietzsche. Not because she's good against Nessiah, but in order to get a very specific item. But he's nothing more than battle preps. Give everything their best weapon. The princess dress. The magical sword. End of Ages. Gauntlet. I ended up never using Gauntlet. Cat's Eye. Good at night. But I want more attack. Decisions. Gauge fields fast. The red crimson means it does mean nothing. The blue stinger, however. You know, I said that I have said before that these are mostly useless items, the red crimson and the blue stinger. But I think I can make it work with Blizzard. So I might as well. Lady's coat and something else. How many? 2 medallions. Stinger, Mjolnir, Black Maria, and some health on these two. How much does Cruz need? Well, first of all, the items. Lightning bow. I end up never using it. Do I have anything better? Winter blue, Carnage Claw, Gale bow. I guess I'll go the Rosary of Hope. And well, there is no point other than anything that blocks critical hits or heals. One-on-one Snipe Glass. The meteor does sound funny. Black Rose Crest. Dark attack up, but I believe Nessiah's voids dark. One-on-one equals win. Yeah. The Jack hand. It does make me very weak in the defense, but the ability to win one-on-one is probably what I need. So let's heal. Hammer of Ruin and the Bed Bracelet. Good enough. Yeah, good enough. Of course, I'll need my premier cards, Steel, Shield Barrier. Gravity Chaos is useless, but why not? Sanctuary is also useless, sadly, because this map is Fixed Night. Crusade, Blizzard, Banish, Bloody Claw, Fortune? No. Thunderbolt and Mind Change. Discard. Piece of Death, why not? I'll probably never use it, but it's there. So, let's start.
The Holy Sword was never an innately just weapon. Used for evil, the Grand Centurio is a cursed sword. But I swore at my coronation to use it for justice. As long as my will drives it. Mine. And that of my friends.
You tell him!
We cannot let this foul creature reach Asgard.
This'll all be for nothing if he starts a war up here. It's now or never.
O holy sword, lend us the power to fulfill our wish. By the title of La Pucelle and my sovereignty, illuminate our chosen path, the way to peace.
This is Nessiah. He has the no battle penalty effect, of course, void ailments, and good against skeletons, because he's a necromancer variant. As I said before, he wields books, which means he's good against staff units, bad against bows, neutral against everything else. And fitting for the last boss of the game, he has almost everything maxed out, except his attacks, so that you can actually manage to defeat him somehow. And the item he has equipped is the Revelation of the God, an item needed to unlock another page in the X section of the menu. This one right here. As for Nessiah's army, it's all undead. And the Astarte, which are special undead. The undead Valkyries are weak against Holy and Void Dark instead, so you cannot use Gravity Chaos against them. But they don't have Void status elements like the other Golem units have, so at least they can get cursed. Yeah, I guess this works. Let's start chipping away at the undead.
By the holy sword!
Not gonna lie, seeing undead Valkyries is really cool. I mean, seeing the undead version of different classes,
Until the war ends.
to show how Nessiah truly is an advanced necromancer. And you even get to witness other type of undead in a different game.
Can you dodge this? Revolution!
Now then. Oh, Shepherd with earthly body and heavenly soul! Strike down evil with holy light!
Why
It's
you?
been a while since I've used Vanish. And that's because the Twin Valkyries are immune to it.
Starting mission. Let's end this.
And Astanarev will bring us the power. The nice things about all the mob units is that they all share a card with Nessiah, that being Reincarnation. But they will never proc a card skill.
Mission complete.
The first part of this map is mostly a stat check.
All right, here we go. Get lost.
Now that's how it's done. Funny enough, Yggdra is no longer good against golems, because she's no longer a Valkyrie.
Oh, holy sword, answer me!
So she won't destroy them as hard as she could. I mean, she will because she has 6 attack. But she's also a bit more restrained.
Until the war ends!
This is our wish. Cruises Jen coming in clutch for a change. Sadly, he does not get the nighttime bonus that Elena has, hence why she's significantly better. But that's not why we brought him here. He's here to deal with Nessiah.
Take this! We won!
We barely made it that time.
Let's end this.
Oh, Shepherd, with earthly body and heavenly soul. Strike down evil with holy light. Thankfully, the Astarte are super weak. Very low gen.
I can still fight!
Oh, too foggy.
Mission complete.
Hence why I chose this card. I won't lose to darkness.
I'm not going down! Don't come praying to me now!
Oh, Shepherd, with earthly body and heavenly soul. Tan Astanarev will bring us the power. Banish the evil with holy light. And that's the last banish use.
Get lost!
Nothing will make me give up now. Can I just... I can just kill them. And I think I will. But first of all... Strong energy. Hmm? Is something under here? Actually... Huh. There's something shiny here. In the nameless lake. This is... Sister, everyone! Nietzsche finally found it! The transmicrogen. The item that initiated all that conflict back in Embelia. Nietzsche can finally bring it back home and save the Undines. Unsurprisingly, the one who sparked that conflict was Nessiah. But then again, the game does spell it out for you. Strong energy. Hmm? Feels like there's some kind of power down there. You need to step on this tile several times in order to get the item that is right here. That said, let's finish off these last units. Wow, that was incredible!
By the holy sword!
The sword represents my will.
Don't give up! Until the war ends.
This is our wish.
Starting mission.
I won't give you an opening.
I can still fight. Mission complete.
I won't lose to darkness. You're already finished with all my Astarte? Bravo, Yggdra! It seems I've underestimated you. What this means, though, is that playtime is over. With all the Astarte defeated, Nessiah no longer has the high status, so he won't recover morale at the start of his turn anymore. Which means we can finally start working on him. You gotta wonder what could give off something like that. I'm not supposed to dig through this rock though. Well, with a very special item. Oh, I know! I'll use the Hyper Drill! The item we got way back in the Drominos Marsh, with all 7 dots. It worked! Huh? What's this? That is the Panelia, an item that boosts all attributes twice. All attributes up. That means that going aggressive with characters such as Yggdra or Nietzsche will be extremely strong. I think it's guaranteed max affinity, and every single elemental attack, I believe, is an insta-kill. Banish against anything that's not a Valkyrie, insta-kill. Blizzard against anything that's not an Undine, it's insta-kill. An extremely strong item, with a massive caveat. It can only be used by units that are level 20+. 20 is the maximum level, and our highest unit is level 18. Perhaps if you funnel all your experience into a specific unit such as Yggdra and Milnor, you can get a max level unit to use the Panelia, but to be honest, I have only used the Panelia once in my entire time playing this game. Only once. I never managed to reach level 20. Only level 18 or 19 at most. That being said, it is a great item. Just because it's impossible to use does not make it any less good in its potential. With that said, let's confront him once and for all.
Starting mission.
So that's your strategy. Then the unit that cannot counterattack. That cannot be countered.
Let's end this.
Face Demon, bathed in crimson moonlight. Let fountains of blood rain from thy claws.
Mission complete.
The moon. It's beautiful. Sadly, that won't do a lot of moral damage, since Nessiah is on 4 terrain, which means a lot of damage mitigation on top of his 6th gen. So this is a battle of attrition. Our best units to deal with him are Cruz, Milnor on the wasteland terrain that we have, and Nietzsche on the water terrain that we have. Yggdra is actually not very good. Self-styled savers. I want to prevent Nessiah from using reincarnation. That's why I will pop Bloody Claw immediately.
Let's end this.
Island of the Red Moon will bring us to power. No more reincarnation. Then again, I might lose this. Come on, Elena! Elena! Alright!
Mission complete.
The Jack's hand coming in clutch. Do I use Crusade or Blizzard? Or Steel? Or Thunderbolt? Maybe I should have given Cruz the Lightning Bow instead. Too late for regrets. Let's use Crusade. Which it does not have any special dialogue. Does Minor have? No. I guess everything that needs to be said has already been said. My beliefs are my power. Your power is impressive.
Don't give up!
Here we go.
Answer me!
Divine Empress, loved by the Phoenix Mulminams. Bring light to the darkness of chaos. As you can see, I'm using the tried and true strategy of taking on Nessiah one at a time and not let him ever use reincarnation.
Oh miracle! Unveil yourself! Until the war ends!
Let light shine from above. Paltina the Creator will bring us the miracle. Use Nessiah's sword against him.
Oh miracle! Unveil yourself! Until the war ends!
I believe that's... Yeah, I never ended up using Cruz, huh? I mean, I still want to let him... No, I cannot let him end the fight. He won't drop the Revelation of the Gods otherwise. Truly unfortunate. Well, that's about as Cruz is normally. That's about as useful. That's about as useful as Cruz normally is. I mean, it is Yggdra who will finish. This is fine. Time to showcase that last minute blue stinger.
By the holy sword! Oh holy sword, answer me!
Oh, coffin of ice! Dealing away anguish. Invite death with a bitter eulogy. Till Nessiah's real body in a coffin of ice.
Don't give up! Until the war ends!
This is our wish. Our resolve.
My plan!
Will my plan fail? Justice prevailed. Fallen angel Nessiah annihilated.
This can't be. How could I?
My love for this world is stronger than any hatred. As white-hot as your anger burned, it could not withstand a sovereign's responsibility. Not a kingdom, not an empire. You lost to the entire world.
What?
After defeating Golkassa, I am now the world's sole monarch.
Is that so? I have lost, undone by the holy sword I myself created.
I promised Killier I would forsake the sword after this. I swore to create a new world without war. That is our one wish. Our most fervent desire.
So, your wish for peace has conquered my hatred. So be it. Then you work toward this fabled world of peace. We will see what kind of future reflects upon these blind eyes.
Thank you, everyone.
Not that it's needed at this point, but better late than never.
Is it over?
I can't say for sure. At the very least, we've stopped him.
Great, but how do we stop this island? How far up are we?
According to Nessiah, we will pass through Heaven's Gate, which means...
What are we gonna do? I mean, we're all still living.
I don't know. But the Holy Sword is still resonating. There is something beyond here. I'm certain of it.
Then let us proceed ahead to Asgard.
It seems defeating Nessiah is not quite the end. We still have a little secret left for us from the return of the island back to Heaven's Gate. Somewhere in the entrance of Asgard.
Justice lies with the Holy Sword. These words had been passed down in the kingdom for generations. All citizens of Paltina lived by them. Yggdra was no exception, and the words had given her comfort during hard times, allowing her to draw strength from her misfortunes. Now, the Bronchian Empire had fallen, and only the kingdom of Phantazimia survived. Yggdra stood alone in the great temple, holy sword in hand, haunted by Nessiah's last words. The island rose higher and higher, reaching the boundary between the earth and the skies, at last entering Heaven's Gate. A single ray of light shone down onto the southern region of the island.
Heaven's Gate. Battlefield number 48.
Hey, what's that?
Those wings. Is she an angel?
Victory conditions? What the hell is going on? Might as well. Unequip everything. Since we already defeated the last boss of the game. This is just the victory lap. This seems fine. It took until the end of the game, but the Yggdra finally has 16 all stats. Just taking a moment to appreciate our strength. Anyway.
This sword has always been involved in wars. It's good for nothing but hatred, anger, and suffering.
I don't pretend to be psychic, Princess, but I'm pretty sure you know what we're thinking, right? You'd have to. We're all thinking the same thing.
You're right.
I am Marietta, guardian angel of the realm of the gods. Were you not led here by the fallen angel Nessiah? I forbid you to enter any further. Return to your world.
Angelic Lady, we came to the island to defeat Nessiah. We have done so. and found ourselves here.
That sword you carry, the Grand Centurio, the holy sword that Nessiah created. That blade has been the cause of all strife on Earth. Have you come to brandish such an evil weapon in Asgard? Hear the words of the gods. Draw thy blade for eternal sin, else lay thine edge to rest. Whether you heed their words or disregard them, it is for you to decide, humans.
Draw thy blade for eternal sin, else lay thine edge to rest.
Guard raised. Marietta prepares for battle. Victory condition? Seal the Grand Centurio forever.
This is too big for us. Only you can decide this one.
Well, it is a bit harsh calling the Grand Centurio the source of all conflict. Nessiah may have sparked the flames of conflict. However, the wars and the rest was all done by humans themselves. Can make a great play without great actors. There are two options right now for us. Approach Marietta or get the good ending. Let's reach the end of the game, in the Great Sanctuary. Draw thy blade for eternal sin, else lay thine edge to rest. Lay thine edge to rest.
Ruling with a sword will only cause more strife. Lay thine edge to rest. I will seal the sword here.
Princess!
It's true that this sword contains absolute power. Because of that power, it has sparked countless wars, all of which the kingdom emerged from victorious. Over time, my family came to rely on this sword, but that only leads to history repeating itself. The sword offers only an illusion of justice.
Yggdra?
The world without war you mentioned to me. The world Kylie wanted. A place where everyone can live in peace. That's a dream I share. To achieve it, I must break the chain of hatred. If this is what it takes to do so, then I gladly surrender my sword.
If that's the way you feel, go for it.
Milanor,
Yggdra's no princess anymore. She's a true queen now. She chose what's best for the entire world. What she's trying to do, no king has ever accomplished. I kinda like it. I'm gonna stand by her and make it work. What about you all?
I am a humble royal knight at your service, my queen.
Need your help too! A world without war. I'd better brush up on my healing spells then.
No battles. I'd have to retire. Flonne would like that.
Finally. The world my comrades yearn for!
My life is yours. I'll do anything you wish.
everybody. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Milanor.
Well, it's about time to wrap this up. We've got to begin immediately back on Earth, right?
Yes. In the name of La Pucelle, O holy sword, I lay thee down now and always. Rest eternally in this land.
I commend your decision to part with what you have relied so much upon. That is not a decision undertaken lightly. Your courage is a shining example for your kind. However, the land below is still in chaos. Merely wishing for peace will not make it so. For that reason, I give you this.
What is this?
So spake our gods. Nations shall be ruled not through might, but wisdom. The staff is for that purpose. It will replace your holy sword, Queen Yggdra. For one who has forsaken war, it is a fitting tool.
The Scepter of Wisdom.
Thank you.
I have seen a ray of hope in the land below. Whether it will flourish or fade away, I cannot foresee. It is in your hands, O Queen. Your ideals should be passed on for generations to come. Those of us in paradise shall never forget your courage. Yet we must now part. This is not a place for the living. I shall return Encardia to the bottom of the sea. Farewell, Queen Yggdra, and her brave followers. May your futures be bright and filled with peace. May the gods bless you for all eternity.
Since King Polteneus' founding of the Kingdom of Phantazinia, the Holy Sword Grand Centurio has lit a path for the kingdom in the name of justice. At the close of the war with Bronchia, Yggdra, the 32nd monarch of Phantazinia, renounced all military force forever and sealed the Holy Sword in the Great Temple. She vowed never to allow war to give rise to any more sorrow or hatred. Acknowledging this, the guardian angel Marietta gave Yggdra the Holy Scepter of Wisdom, and Yggdra swore to be driven by wisdom rather than power. A gentle breeze has begun to flow, bringing a new age of peace to Paltina.
Power traded for wisdom. Ping. Now, our truly deserved credits. Though you may have seen a little bit of them before. Well, what can I say? I'm very happy that I managed to finish the game. I've always told myself, I should do an Yggdra Union Let's Play. It's my favorite game. I can do it. I can showcase as much as possible. But I always kept delaying it, never knowing when the right time would be. And well, there is no right time. There is only the here and now. That's why I did it, and that's why it's now done. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully even learned a few things. For example, the fact that units with a higher level have advantage over units with lower level. That's something that I constantly forget. I try to remind myself that as much as possible. Not to mention that this is my first time ever making good use of Cruz. The first time I tried using him was the first time I ever played the game, and I was absolutely atrocious at the game. A mere teenager trying to do bad strategy. And unsurprisingly, a bad unit with a bad strategist results in catastrophic results. That being said, I have been surprised by his performance. A much better unit than I anticipated. Of course, this did come at a big trade-off. Russell was significantly worse than usual, since he's meant to get 1 or 2 more stat boosters or 1 or 2 more MVPs and experience. He ended up being worse than he should have been. But overall, I'm very happy with what I've done, what this Let's Play has been through. My only regret is that I started doing the editing the item effects a little bit too late. Was it by chapter 8, right? I wasn't showing the ideas in any of the first 7 chapters, which is a bit of a shame. Then there is of course the fact that there is also the ending speech of Nessiah and Nulkasa right as we defeated them. I always found it very cool. The Nulkasa's line, paraphrasing a bit, his phrase of our souls may never meet, but your heart that was strong enough to beat ours, that we will never forget. That's such a cool line. Such a perfect line for his end. And the same for Nessiah, saying, "See what future reflects on these blind eyes," which of course means the chains of conviction that he has on his face. That's the reflection, seeing what Yggdra's conviction will result into. I always found those speeches very cool. And the ending, although a bit idealistic with renouncing all weapons, it is bittersweet. Well then, thank you for coming to my Yggdra Union Let's Play. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.